Good morning from the path on the way into Alton Towers. Unfortunately, the monorail is closed this morning due to the track being too cold. So we are quick marching from the car park to the park entrance, which is why I sound a little bit out of breath, because we're trying to get in there before our ERT window finishes for Wicker Man.
We are a little late.
Yeah, the traffic was a little bit worse today than it has been on any of our trips so far this year. So we're a little bit later than planned arriving. Hello there, Mr. Wicker Man, and hello, rather large queue.
Longer than it was on Saturday.
Yeah, this is pretty long. Got empty trains going around at the moment. Hopefully we'll have less of the technical problems that it's had over the weekend, because otherwise this may turn into a particularly long queue. Seeing the Wicker Man in a different light today, while the sun's actually out for a change here in the UK.
It's gorgeous today.
Yeah, it's a lovely day today. Yeah, we have a train with some people on going around, which is a good sign.
Day in the life of a theme park vlogger.
Is he tweeting?
Your partner never talks to you.
That's alright, we were chatting loads in the Wicker Man queue. Just got to update the tweets.
I don't mind. I'll just stand here in the sunshine.
We had a
and
good
look
time
at
we got on the Wicker Man, by the way.
I was gonna leave you then.
I think Wicker Man was awesome again.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's also very loud. Wicker Man is so awesome, guys. It's probably my new favourite ride. I've not been on everything this season, but I do love it. And he's still tweeting. Such a gorgeous ride to look at. Just unbelievable how much work has gone into this. You guys think I'm over exaggerating, but look who's still tweeting.
So I'm going to take a photo to go backflip that, I need to go around the other side.
Yeah. Little Wicker Man ducks. Hello guys.
They're eating the grit salt stuff.
What?
They're eating the grit.
Oh no.
Don't eat grit ducks. No ducks. Done with Wicker Man for now. Probably go back there later, have another go on that.
Depending on the queue times.
Yeah, if it hovers around an hour all day, I'd probably queue an hour for it again this afternoon. So fingers crossed we'll get back on later. The 11 o'clock set of attractions have just opened now. We have some attractions that don't open till 11. One of those is 13, which we haven't ridden yet this year. So it's got a really short queue at the moment, and we'll go and check 13 out. Davey's looking very pretty today.
Rocking my cap.
Yeah, she got a new cap. She loves her new cap.
It was a $5, guys.
A whole £5. You give me a £5 hat and me with my £6 sunglasses. As you can see, the rest of the park's looking quite quiet at the moment. I think the majority of people who are visiting today have gone straight to the Wicker Man queue. So the rest of the park's looking fairly quiet, which is good for us, those of us who've been on the Wicker Man already and want to go on some other rides now.
I do think we were quite lucky to get on the Wicker Man as quick as we did, because we got here, what, 15 minutes into ERT?
Yeah, but we're still in the ERT window though, so
yeah.
Anyone who's only got day tickets, we're still waiting outside for another 15 minutes while we were already in Wicker Man queue.
But even now it's only an hour, we waited 40.
Yeah,
it's not that far apart.
Yeah, queue time's currently at an hour for Wicker Man, which isn't too bad.
but I want to go on it again later.
Yeah, we will give it another go later, I think, as long as it doesn't go too crazy.
No, not 2 hours again. For the first time I would. I queued like 4 hours first time, I love it that much. But I don't think I'll queue 2 hours again now.
No, not now we've ridden it twice.
Go ride some other stuff.
Yeah. Just arrived in the Dark Forest. Doesn't look like there's too much of a queue on Rita at the moment, so we may give Rita a go shortly. First of all though, we are heading down to 13 for the first time this year. I think it's a little bit underrated, 13. It gets some bad press.
Not putting any spoilers in for anyone who, like, across the seas. It has a surprise element in it. I think once you've done that surprise, you kind of know it's there.
Yeah. And
the ride is still good.
Yeah, but other than the surprise element, it's a fairly generic family coaster, which is why people complain about it a little bit, but I still enjoy it. It's a good ride. Nice 0-minute wait for 13, that'll do me.
Okay.
Walking through the woods. The tagline for this ride is, if you go down to the woods today, you'd better not go alone. Some of the theming in the queue line for 13. Got this old Alton Towers van which has been taken over by the Dark Forest. Nice little sign here partway through the queue line telling you a few facts and figures about the ride, and this is actually a large version of the Top Trumps cards that you can buy for Alton Towers. One change for this season is that you take your bag onto the station with you. Previously this building here used to be a bag drop. They've removed that for this season. It does mean that I can film inside the queue line for the first time. Where does the train go when it goes into the mystery building at the end? You'll have to come and ride it to find out. And we had a lot of fun on 13. Had a couple of goes on that there. Second time round, we went back round again. And Rita's just about to launch over my head. We're doing Rita anyway. We'll see you in a minute. Just rode Rita and, well, we rode 13 first and then we rode Rita. One minor complaint, the photos on both of those rides seem to be a little bit out of alignment today. Yeah, like my face was on somebody else's photo on Rita, and then on 13 Alan's face was on somebody else's photo, but then the other person's face was on the photo it was meant to be on. It was weird. Yeah. Really out of sync. So there's something going on with the triggers, sort of maybe the triggers are slightly out of line. Yeah. Because the photos aren't lining up properly, which is, if I'd paid for photos just for today, I'd be a little bit annoyed, but we have got the annual photo pass, so I'm not too annoyed about it. We'll show you a photo right here, one of the ones from 13, just to show you exactly what we mean. I deliberately had to lean in for that. It was our second time round. I was like, we've not got a photo on 13 yet this year. I'm like leaning into Alan to get into shot. It's getting on, it's just around 12 o'clock now, so I think we should walk over to Forbidden Valley rather, and have a go on Galactica, maybe Nemesis, before lunch. Yeah, sounds good. And then have some food. Just taking a slight detour via Cloud Cuckoo Land, which is a little kiddies area. And Stevie's found a giant mushroom toadstool thing to sit on. Oh, I wasn't expecting to hear that noise. Is it a musical seat? Are you having fun there underneath these? It was metal, it's not metal. One of our viewers was asking about the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ride, which used to be here. And as you can see, this whole area is fenced off. From memory, I think that building that you can see behind there was the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ride entrance building, while the whole ride building was in there. And you can't even get to it anymore. The rest of Cloud Cuckoo Land is up there. As you can see, it's very, very quiet up there. I think the majority of kids now are happier with CBeebies Land, I'd say. I don't know, because I've not been in CBeebies Land. Yeah, but this part of the park in particular seems really, really quiet. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. So we're just walking through, we walked back through the Dark Forest again, and we're taking a little shortcut across the Alton Towers gardens over to Forbidden Valley. I really can't speak today. No, I'm like that today, I don't know what's going on. Keep getting my tongue tied. There is a route signposted route across the gardens from the Dark Forest to Forbidden Valley, which is where we're going now. Just to point out where we're going, that's the banked turns on Rita down there. So you come past the Rita entrance, there's a little smoking area there and a little picnic area, and then if you follow this path round and you'll see the signposts, and if you follow the yellow arrows they will take you across the gardens valley and over to Forbidden Valley. And Stevie's leading the way, which means we're going to get lost. One key thing to point out though is that there are over 250 steps on this route, so it's not suitable for people with pushchairs and wheelchairs, so definitely bear that in mind. Just keep following the yellow signposts. Rather lovely view down onto the gardens here. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this thing here is the Swiss Cottage, I believe it's called, and this, in the early days of this being a theme park in the 80s, there was a restaurant in here, but that is no longer the case. It'd be interesting to see this building brought back into use at some point. You can see at the moment all of the windows are kind of blocked off. You can't really see in there to see what remains of the old restaurant inside.
It'd be a lovely place to have some tables here, you know, for eating and
yeah, because
or even just like somewhere to get a drink.
So if I turn around, that's the view from this patio that we're stood on. Imagine sitting here on a nice warm day, a glass of wine or a beer or something. Be rather nice. It's lovely to come for a walk through here and have a break from all the excitement of the theme park. Stunning gardens.
Doesn't the sky ride come over here as well?
Yeah, it does. You can see the cables here. There's some cables going through the trees there, and there's also another sky ride that goes from Forbidden Valley over towards Tower Street in the main entrance as well. Are you taking care, Stevie? I'm going to stop filming because I'm going to fall over. The pagoda here in the gardens has been refurbished over the last year. When we last visited, well, the last time we came down to the gardens in October, this was all under scaffolding. You can see now it's all been very nicely repainted. That's looking absolutely stunning. Really lovely in the lake here. Some information here about the pagoda fountain, which was completed all the way back in 1832. 3 stories high, cast iron, with some Chinese hanging lamp bells on there. Lamp bells. Continuing to follow the yellow signs.
Uh-oh.
This is where we start to climb back up the valley again. It's the sky ride station in Forbidden Valley, which means we've got the final push up these stairs now. Stevie's just busy refreshing herself.
Realised I hadn't had a drink all day.
You had that cup of tea this morning.
That was ages ago.
If you want to go the other way through the gardens from Forbidden Valley to the Dark Forest, follow the red arrows.
We're not doing that.
We're not coming back this way again later. As we re-enter Forbidden Valley, here by the Blade, you can see Nemesis over there just going up the lift hill.
Got our breath back.
Got our breath back again so I can talk positively to you guys once again. Just having a little walk down towards Galactica, which I believe has a 5-minute queue at the moment, according to the app. This is the former site of the Ripsaw ride. Good to see the area being put to use again. She's not happy about something. Better watch what she's doing. Better watch what she's doing with that golf club. Stevie says this dancer is very good. I don't know about dancing, so I can't judge, but apparently she's dancing good, according to Stevie.
I don't know anything about dancing, I just think she's good. Seems to have like more energy.
little dance show, little extra bit, really started to up things like that around the park again this year. It's really good to see entertainments other than the rides coming back to the park.
I could stand there all day and watch something like that. I love dance shows. That was really good.
The park in general has a really good feel about it this season, even on today's not a peak day. So there are some schools on the Easter holidays already, but not all. As Galactica goes flying over my head. It's not exactly peak season yet, and we've still got entertainment going around the park. It's really good to see. Now we are going to head on to Galactica, which the last time I checked the app a few minutes ago only has a 5-minute queue.
Doing it without VR this time.
Yeah, no VR. It's a nice cattle pen here, Stevie.
That's cute.
To ensure you make the most of your experience, here are your flight plan essentials.
Finally about to board. There's a big long queue for the VR, but we've span past that. I don't know what span past means. We came past that because we don't want to do the VR anyway.
No. I don't like the this ride though, because that tunnel is like
yeah, the tunnel just before you get into the station, it's just a big black box, and then when somebody farts in the queue as well, it really does not add to the atmosphere of the big black box.
No.
When we were walking to the ride, it said 5-minute queue, and then as soon as we got in the queue, it said 30-minute queue on the app.
Personally, it's not worth the wait.
No, the dispatch times are too long on there now, because they're still running VR on half the train, and it takes ages to get everybody set up on it. As Nemesis goes by behind me. So hopefully you can hear us better again. But yeah, the dispatch times are too long on Galactica now. I wouldn't, unless it was an absolute walk-on, I wouldn't bother with it again.
For anyone who's travel sick a bit like me, or motion sickness, whatever, I still found, even without VR, it makes me quite sick. I had to close my eyes to stop myself from like feeling more sick.
Yeah, I think with you it's the kind of slow rotation, isn't it?
It goes on the twists.
You just missed a bit of comedy gold from the Alton Towers app then. The wait time for Wicker Man briefly went up to 420 minutes, which is 7 hours, and I don't think that's the case, because it's now gone back down again to 10 minutes. I'm still not believing that 10 minutes.
No, I think we should go check either way.
Yeah, we're walking that way anyway, but there is no way I'm believing that it's a 10-minute queue right now, unless something's gone on.
I'm also hoping it's not 420.
No, 420 minutes. 7-hour queue is a little bit excessive.
Yeah.
Queue time display still says 10 minutes allegedly. I believe it when I see it. Just walked past the bit where we queued 45 minutes this morning, and we're still walking, so maybe 10 minutes is right. It is looking very good at the moment. Look at that for a nice surprise while we're in the Wicker Man queue. We just hit 450 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much, everybody. Another fun ride on Wicker Man, and now we're having some food. We've ordered these are the chicken wraps from the little hot wrap stall, which is just opposite the Wicker Man entrance.
Next to where we got the waffles.
Yeah, next to the place where we got the waffles the other day, if you've watched our video from the other day. How's the wrap, Stevie? Tasty. They get stuck into mine as well. Just come inside the welcome inn, because it was freezing sitting outside. But it's been a nice warm day when the sun's out, but when you're sat in the shade, it's really not warm, it's still quite chilly.
It's still cold in here.
It's pretty cold in here. It's not very well heated, but it is pretty well themed to tie in with the Wicker Man. Really nice in here. And if we turn outside, the camera adjusts, there's the Wicker Man just outside. You can have a beer and watch Wicker Man. Does anyone know why there's a giant pepper army walking around by the Wicker Man? That's a strange association. Maybe it's a flaming hot pepper army for the flaming hot Wicker Man.
I love these guys.
Yeah, these are very cool birds. And Lily, more hens, thanks to one of our subscribers for telling us this the other day. Point of note, the river rapids is closed today. Which is kind of, maybe when it was warm this morning we might have gone on. Not right now, it's too cold.
Yeah.
It was operational on Saturday when we were here, so it's definitely been operational this season at some point, but not today. You can see the trough is dry down here. Now, I think we will go on the runaway mine train. Nice little family coaster after lunch. First time this year on the runaway mine train. Whoa, what is that queue? Perhaps let's not go on the runaway mine train.
That's crazy.
Perhaps not, Stevie. The app says 5-minute wait. And that over there is not a 5-minute wait for the runaway mine train. As fun as it is, we will give it a miss for now and maybe come back later. Jewel is currently a walk on, so we're going to head that way I think, rather than stand around waiting for the runaway mine train. Go and shoot some zombies. Jewel was alright.
I won.
Stevie won on Jewel for once, that never happens. Vlogging was temporarily suspended because we were walking through a big crowd and I didn't want to bump into anyone. You may notice I've changed shirts. Stevie bought me a Nemesis t-shirt. Thank you, Stevie.
Howdy.
Been after one of these for ages. I really like the design. There you go.
They were £15.
£15, wasn't it?
£15, but with the discount it's like 12 quid.
Yeah, 12 quid with annual pass holder discount. It's not a bad price for that. The main reason I wanted to change my shirt was because I spilled cappuccino all down my other one this morning, and it's been annoying me all day walking around with the cappuccino stain down my shirt. So I've got a nice clean t-shirt on. Rather fittingly, we are about to head over to Nemesis. Fittingly, rather fittingly, we're heading over towards Nemesis now. Our first ride on Nemesis today. 15 minutes, we can deal with that. And one of the big top trumps cards. Lots of information about Nemesis on there. Bus is still here. Piece of original theming from Nemesis that was put here back in 1994 with the mushroom cloud luxury tours. You've got ivy growing all over the wheel there now. We're out on the front row. Yeah, front row. That was awesome.
Really smooth. Really smooth.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Is it? Don't know if it's Nemesis never really got rough, but it seems smoother than ever this year.
Yeah.
24 years old. She's doing well. They are only running one train on Nemesis at the moment though, which is kind of harming the throughput a little bit. There's not a huge amount of people waiting at the moment, but there's a 20-minute wait because they're only running one train. It'd be much better.
Do about that though at the minute.
Yeah, they need to get a second train back up and running again for Nemesis and get that queue time down again a little bit. Anyway, we're into the last hour of park opening today, and Oblivion's a walk on at the moment according to our friendly Alton Towers app. So we're going to walk over towards Oblivion and see if we can get on there. A slow crawl towards the drop. Still love Oblivion. 20 years old, still going strong. Got Oblivion hair going on.
Oh yeah, on the back of the hat is useful.
The windswept look from the tunnel. Right, enjoyed Oblivion there. Nice little go on one of my old favourites. Now it's time for one last ride on Wicker Man before we head home. Alright, Big Bob. 35-minute wait to end the day. Why not? Been chosen.
I've been chosen by the Wicker Man.
It's the first time we've ever been picked to be a queue measurer. That's going to do it for our day at Alton Towers.
It's been a good day.
Yeah.
Really good.
What a fantastic day it's been. We had 3 goes on the Wicker Man.
4?
No, we had 4 in total. We had 1 on Saturday and 3 today.
I did we? I thought we went on it 4 times today. I'm just adding more time.
Yeah, Stevie's inventing goes on the Wicker Man. We definitely had 3 goes on it today. 3 goes on the Wicker Man, went on Nemesis, Galactica, Rita, 13 twice, Oblivion. So the only Jewel we went on. Lots of rides there. Really good day.
Yeah,
hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow our adventures. We've got lots more to come. We've got a very exciting summer ahead with lots of exciting trips planned. And of course we'll be taking you guys along with us.
Monorail.
Now it's time to go and jump on that monorail train and get back to the car.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you had fun.
Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button for more adventures. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.